One of the best ways to submit payroll is to use our terrific custom Excel Paysheet product. I want to walk you through very briefly how powerful that is and exactly how that gets used. The Paysheet is totally customized to your business. You'll see only your active people appear, okay, no one else, and also only the types of pay. You can see I'm circling some of those, only the types of pay and the deductions that a particular company has. I'll scan over here and kind of show you the rest of this formatting. The important thing about the Paysheet is every time you have a payroll process, our system automatically emails you back a fresh Paysheet. So that's key. When you tell us about rate changes, again, I'll allude on this in a second, you tell us about terminations or new hires, it's important that we get you back a fresh Paysheet so that next period that information is properly populated. Here are some of the important things to remember about using the Paysheet. We'll talk about manipulating the rows of employee data. That's not that big of a deal, but you never, ever, ever want to touch the columns. Okay? This information is perfectly designed to mesh with our back office system, so it gets imported after you email it to us. So we can't have any of those columns disappear or be manipulated. One of the greatest things about this is it comes pre-populated with all your active people. If their salaries there, those will automatically populate, or rates of pay. And it's real simple for someone to just simply start filling in time. Maybe it could be as simple as just keying in the hours like that. Maybe a few of the staff has commissions or bonuses. It's very easy to tell exactly what's going on and put all that information in the right spot. As you can tell, it's obvious that regular hours go here, and any particular overtime hours would go there. The greatest thing about this at the end of the day is you take advantage of the cleanliness and the power of an Excel spreadsheet. So you can simply highlight all your work when you're done, use a totaling feature, and you know exactly how many regular hours you reported, exactly how many dollars of commission or bonus. Theoretically, you've got totals internally that you're keying from, and you know, hey, I have submitted an accurate pay sheet. We're doing the same thing on our side. It's important for us. This gets us out of the guessing game that sometimes comes with faxes when you can't read something properly. It lets us know exactly what the client's intent was on pay. We run all kinds of audits and balances after importing this to make sure that exactly what's on the pay sheet is exactly what comes into the payroll system. That's, for the most part, the functionality. Let me show you just a couple of the advanced things about the pay sheet that really cause people to be passionate about it. Let's say you're a big job coster. Maybe you're a home builder or remodeler, and your fellows work on various different jobs during the week. The pay sheet makes it very easy to create. It's hard for me to talk and click at the same time, but to be able to create multiple identical lines of pay. So in this case, maybe the fellow made $10 an hour all the time, and maybe we're going to split his hours in 4 different pieces because we're going to assign these to 4 different jobs. Okay, that's how easy it can be for you to report hours worked per job. Once that computes in our payroll system, then we can give you back terrific management reports that show all your job costing broken out. You also might be a restaurant. Okay, we have tons of restaurants that use this because they have a lot of different labor distribution issues. Specifically, let me paste this in here. Carmen might be I used a salary person. So let's use a different example. She might do some serving. She might do some bartending, and maybe sometimes she's the manager on duty. So it might be important for the client to split up those different hours, okay, and different rates of pay, and also for cost accounting purposes, maybe they want to book those to 3 different departments. That's how easy it is. As I manipulated the department column, or manipulate the job column, or the rate column, you can change all of those things. It makes it really easy to submit that information to us. Much quicker or much more intuitive than trying to write that on a fact sheet. The important thing in conclusion here to remind you is don't mess with the column headings. Okay, you can manipulate these rows. Like I mentioned, it's very easy and powerful to do that. But the final thing is this is only a one-time import. Okay, if you make a rate change here and don't tell us about it, it's going to come back at $10 an hour the next time. What we see, it's that whole what you see is what you get. So what is on the worksheet is going to be imported up and paid, but that doesn't mean the underlying master file information is going to change. So if you have a termination, if you have a rate change or new employees or anything that's changing permanently with your staff, deduction changes, please always notify us that in the body of the email when you send the pay sheet, and we'll make sure all that information is changed in in conjunction with processing the payroll. And then after every single payroll processes, our system automatically knows to email you a fresh pay sheet. So never reuse a pay sheet. You're going to get a fresh one back with all your management reports. You can keep that in your email folder or save it locally. Then you've got the new accurate one to use. If you make changes during a biweekly pay period, for instance, to add some staff, make sure you always remind us, and we typically will remember, but say, hey, please email me a fresh pay sheet back, and that way you have the most latest and greatest information. That's it. It's a free upgrade. Tons of clients use it. It's a massive improvement over faxing or trying to scribble out an email. You never forget, and you never have any problems making sure you have a nice, clean, accurate payroll. And our staff is happy to move you in that direction anytime it makes sense.